Today I am going to discuss about the urinary system of human beings. This is a part 1 of the lecture series on urinary system. The basic element of the urinary system are the two kidneys located in the abdominal cavity on either side of the vertebral column. They are located just below the diaphragm. The right kidney is behind the liver, whereas the left kidney is behind the spleen. Due to the presence of the big liver, the size of the right kidney is slightly smaller than the left kidney, and also it is positioned as slightly at a lower position than the left kidney. The left kidney is positioned, it is between the top thoracic vertebrae and the third lumbar vertebrae. So from the kidneys, two ureters, one from each of the kidney, goes down and enters the urinary bladder. The urinary bladder is the place where the urine is collected temporarily until it is passed out. The blood vessels supplying the kidneys enters into the kidney through the hilus. So, as I said before, the shape of the kidney, it is a bean-shaped structure. It has a long concave side and a long convex side. At the concave side, at the center of the concave side, there is a deep cleft that is called the renal hilum. Through this hilum, the blood vessels as well as the nerve and also the lymphatic vessels enter into the kidney. The hilus opens into the renal sinus, where the urine is collected first and then moves into the ureter. The ureter, the top part of the ureter is funnel shaped and it is called the renal pelvis. The renal pelvis enters into the renal sinus. The renal pelvic, that opening is further divided into 2 or 3 major calyxes. So the parenchyma of the kidney can be seen or segregated as 2 areas, the outer cortical area and the inner medullary area. In the inner medullary area, there are around 8 to 18 pyramid-like structures. They are called pyramids. The pyramids either opens into the sinus or the calyx individually or in group, called papillae. The papillae opens into the minor calyxes. Because the pelvis enters, the pelvis divides into major calyxes, 2 or 3 major calyxes, and each of these calyxes further divides into 4 to 12 minor calyxes. So these papilla or the pyramids opens into the minor calyxes. Then from the pyramid, the urine goes into the minor calyx, from the minor calyx to the major calyx, from the major calyx into the pelvis and to the ureter. So the parenchymal area of the kidney can be divided into 8 to 18 renal lobes. Each renal lobe contains a pyramid, that is the medullary area, surrounded by or outside is the cortical area. So the basic unit of the kidney, that is the nephrons or the renal tubules, extends in between these 2 areas, the medullary as well as the cortical area. The cup-like structure of the nephron, that is the Bowman's capsule, is inside the cortical area. Then the initial part of the proximal tubule is also in the cortical area. From there it goes down into the medullary area and then again back and opens into the collecting tubule. And the vessels. The blood vessels entering into the kidney, there is both the type of vessels, that is the veins as well as arteries enter into the kidney through the hilus. The artery supplying the kidneys is the abdominal artery. So 2 branches originate from the abdominal artery at the level of the kidneys, that is at the level of 12th lumbar vertebrae. And 2 arteries, 1 artery going to the right and 1 artery going to the left. The arteries, before going or entering into the kidney, again divides into 2. And before that, there are further smaller branches from this artery. One branch is going into the adrenal gland, another branch is going into the ureter. So two renal arteries, the two branches of the renal arteries enter the kidney and they further divides. Likewise, the renal vein, it is supplied, the blood from the kidney is drained into the inferior vena cava. There are two branches arising from the inferior vena cava at right angles to the inferior vena cava. They are the renal veins. The renal veins enter the kidney through the hilus and they again further divides. So the division of the artery and the veins inside the kidney. So the renal artery first when it is outside the kidney divides into two branches, and these branches enter into the kidney and further divides, and they are called lobar arteries. So there will be 3 to 4 lobar arteries. Each of these lobar arteries further divides. As it goes further into the parenchyma, it again divides and forms the interlobar arteries. The interlobar arteries extends towards the outside. They run in between the pyramids and extends towards the outside. And when they reach the boundary of the medulla and the cortex, they further divide. They are called arcuate arteries. So the arcuate arteries are formed and they run parallel to the surface of the kidney. These arcuate arteries further again divides, and that branches goes towards the outside, into the cortex. They are the radial arteries. Cortical radiate veins and cortical radiate arteries. From these cortical radiate arteries, fine branches arise and they goes into the Bowman's capsule. They are the afferent arterioles. So from this cortical area, the blood is collected by these cortical radiate veins. This cortical radiate vein at the junction of at the boundary of the medulla and cortex unite with the arcuate vein. These different arcuate veins join together form the interlobar veins. The interlobar veins opens into the lobar veins, the lobar veins into the renal vein and further into the inferior vena cava. So the renal sinuses, as I said before, the ureter, the expanded upper part of the ureter, it is a funnel shaped structure. This is called the pelvis. The pelvis enters the kidney and the pelvis is branched into 2 to 3 major calyxes. Major calyxes again, each of these major calyxes again branches into 4 to 12 minor calyxes. So this is the pelvis, major calyxes. Each major calyx divided into further into minor calyxes. So, and the pelvis is lined with a mucus layer. The innermost layer of the pelvis is a mucus layer which is a few cells in thickness. This mucus layer is slightly folded. This provides facility for expansion when there is urine added into the pelvic area. This smooth mucus layer is surrounded by muscular layer. Circular as well as longitudinal muscles are there, and outside the longitudinal muscular and circular muscular layers, there is a layer of connective tissue. And we can see intermittent contractions of these muscles in this area, the pelvic area, that is by peristalsis. This peristalsis pushes the urine forward into the ureter and down into the urinary bladder. So this is a basic structure of the kidneys. So, as I said before, the functional unit of kidney is the nephron. The nephron is a long, fine tubule, and one end of the tubule is blind, and that develops into a cup-like structure called the Bowman's capsule. It has got two walls, the inner membrane as well as the outer membrane, and there is a space called the capsular space. The structural details of Bowman's capsule will be dealt in another part. And afferent arterioles, as I said before, it is coming from the radiate arteries. The branches of the radiate arteries in the cortical area. The branches, the afferent arterioles enter into the Bowman's capsule and further divides into 4 to 8 branches. And then they unite and go outside as the efferent arteriole. These branches inside the Bowman's capsule, that is known as the glomerulus. The Bowman's capsule along with the glomerulus is together called Malpighian body. This is the area where the filtration happens, and the filtrate goes down through this proximal tubule, then the loop of Henle and the distal tubule, and then into the collecting tubule. From the collecting tubule, it is the unreabsorbed part. The part which is not reabsorbed will be drained into the minor calyxes, from the minor calyx to the major calyx and to the ureter and to the urinary bladder. So by this part is ending. Next day we will do the second part of the renal system.